Hi to all class 12 students and class, I believe that you are doing great. Anyways, class, today we'll be doing almost the last portion of lesson number 5, that is elasticity of supply or theory of supply. It's going to end, we are going to almost end it. So today we'll be doing different methods of calculating elasticity of supply. So we'll be doing what? Measurement of elasticity of supply. So measurement of elasticity of supply. So as we did in demand part, in the elasticity of demand, there also we learned about there were different methods of calculating elasticity of supply demand. So this time also we are going to have exactly almost same methods out here. There we did 3 methods, here we'll be doing 2 main methods to calculate elasticity of supply. So basically, what is elasticity of supply? I told you earlier also, elasticity of supply is the measurement. It is the measurement of the responsiveness of supply to the change in price, right? By whatever magnitude the price is changing, we have to see the response of supply, the quantity supplied changed. So when the price will change, the supply will change. Definitely, we know this thing, that this is law of supply. When the price changes, the supply changes. When the price is higher, rises, the supply also rises, because there is a positive relationship between price and supply. But we need to measure the magnitude, the exact number. We have to quantify it, that by what percentage, by what degree the supply is changing, right? Basically, we have to see the elasticity of supply. We have to see that how elastic the supply is, right? So measurement of supply, we'll be doing 2 methods. The first one is percentage method. Percentage method, right? So the percentage method of measuring the price elasticity of supply is based on the definition of elasticity. That is the ratio of percentage change in quantity supplied of a commodity to a given percentage change in its price. Thus, formula is going to be what? Again, I'm repeating it. What I'm saying is this, that percentage change in supply refers to the responsiveness of the change in supply, percentage change in supply to percentage change in its price. So the formula is going to be elasticity of supply is equals to percentage change in quantity supplied upon percentage change in price. It's very simple. We have to do it this way, right? This is a percentage methods formula. By whatever percentage your quantity supplied is changing upon the percentage change in price, right? So this is your what? Percentage method. Here we are going to put the percentage change in supply, and here we are going to write the percentage change in price, right? Now, in terms of symbol, we can write, if you talk, we can write that elasticity of supply. This is the terms of symbols we are talking about. See, it's going to be delta Q upon Q. Delta Q is change in quantity supplied. This is quantity supplied into 100, right? Upon delta P upon P into 100. Got it? Right? So what is this? This is a delta Q, that is change in quantity. This is quantity into 100 upon delta P, that is change in price, upon price into 100 is equals to, now how it is going to happen? Delta Q upon Q, right? Now delta Q upon Q into delta P upon P, right? It's going to be here P upon delta. So where we are solving it, so we are getting delta Q upon Q into P upon delta Q. Okay. equals to delta Q upon P into P upon delta. Delta Q upon delta P into Q. Correct? Change in this. So thus the formula is going to be delta Q upon delta P upon Q. Here initial quantity supplied, delta Q or delta P change in quantity supplied, change in price. So when we talk about Q, what do we mean? When we talk about delta, what we mean is this change in. If it is delta Q, it's going to be change in Q. If it's delta P, it's going to be change in price. Right? So this is how it happens. Just have a look. Percentage method, percentage change in quantity supplied upon percentage change in price. Right? Very simple. So delta Q, if you just put it with symbols, delta Q upon Q into 100 upon delta P upon P into 100. It's going to be like this. We're going to solve it delta Q upon Q into delta P upon delta P. So delta Q upon delta P and P upon Q. So finally you are going to have delta Q upon delta P into P upon Q. Let's take an example. What they are saying, in an increase in the price of a ball point pen from rupees 40 to 50, price changes from rupees 40 to 50, 40 to rupees 50. We are just taking an example. Price of a pen, maybe you can take any quantity, is changing from 40 to 50. Okay, which results in supply of pen from 1000 units to 1500 units. Calculate elasticity of supply. So we have to calculate elasticity of supply. What the question goes, it's just a random question. Price of a pen is changed from rupees 40 to rupees 50. Basically, the price is changing from rupees 40 to 50. So I told you when the price changes, increases the demand, the supply also increases. So you are asking for 1000. Earlier you were asking for 1000 pens. Now you are asking for how many pens? 1500 pens. So we have to calculate what price last year supply. So the formula is like delta Q upon delta P into Q upon delta Q upon delta P is P upon Q. P upon Q. This is the formula. So this is your change in what? Quantity supplied. Right? Change in quantity supplied. So delta Q we have to find is equals to what? Your delta Q will be equals to new price, new quantity minus old quantity. Right? This is your new quantity and this is your old quantity supplied. So 1500 minus 1000 gives you 500. So delta is Q is going to be what? 500. Delta P, same way we are going to find out delta P also, right? So 50 minus 40. This is your new price, this is your old price. So you get what? 10. Into P and Q are your what? P and Q are your old prices and old quantities supplied. So 40 upon quantity is 1000. Right? Quantity is what? 1000. So elasticity of supply is how much? 2. That means elasticity of supply is 2. That means the elastic supply is greater than 1. Right? This is greater than 1. So this is how it going to happen. It's very simple. If you just have a look, you can check out once again that price changes from rupees 40 to rupees 50. Earlier your price was rupees 40. It became rupees 50. So we know that at higher prices the supply is more. Right? So you can see that. So we are using the formula delta Q upon delta P into P upon Q. So it's going to be, we are going to find out delta Q and delta P. So delta Q is going to be Q1 minus Q. Q1 I told you, Q1 is your new quantity supplied and this is your old quantity supplied. So 1500 is your new quantity supplied minus old quantity will give you 500 units. Same way with P. We solved it. This is the first example. I hope this is clear. Next, you can go for price of a commodity is rupee 10 per unit. प्राइस लेते हैं किसी कमोडिटी का प्राइस क्या है रुपीज 10 पर यूनिट है and its quantity supplied at this price is 500 unit and quantity supplied is rupees 500 units, which is saying that when the price was rupees 10 per unit, supply was 500 units. Got it? 500 units. If the price falls by 10%, if the price falls by 10%, तो प्राइस कितना हो जाता है 10% गिर जाता है, the quantity supplied falls to 400 units. Quantity supplied कितना हुआ है 400 units गिर जा रहा है. ठीक है? They are saying calculate elasticity of supply. So let's understand the question. Price of a commodity is rupees 10 per unit है. जब 10 per unit प्राइस है तब हम 500 यूनिट्स ले रहे हैं और जब ये प्राइस 10% फॉल हो जाता है मतलब प्राइस 10% फॉल हो जाता है then the quantity supplied is how much 400 units, right? So पहले हम देखेंगे क्योंकि we already have percentage change in this, we are going to use the formula percentage in quantity supplied upon percentage change in price. This is a very easy formula because we are already provided with the percentage change in quantity supplied, we are provided with it, right? The fall in price, the percentage change in fall in price we are provided with. So it's very simple. We are going to calculate the change in percentage change in supply. So percentage change in supply निकालेंगे, percentage change in supply. Percentage change in supply we are going to find out. So it's going to be delta Q upon Q into 100. So change in quantity upon Q into 100. We are going to get it. So 500 minus 400 upon this old one was how much? I think old one is it's 500. Old one is 500 units. So 500 units. So it gives you, this is 100 upon 500 and this becomes into 100. Into 100 gives you this, how much? 20. So elasticity of supply is going to percentage change in quantity supplied upon percentage change in price. So we have percentage change in quantity supplied is going to be 20%. So 20% upon 10%, right? Gives you, or you don't want this, you need to remove it. It gives you 2. So elasticity of supply is greater than 1. That is, it is what? Elastic supply. So you can see. So in this case, what we have got in this case, basically we had we were provided with the percentage change in price. So it was very easy. We found the percentage change in supply by putting the formula delta Q upon delta P. That is change in quantity upon original quantity into 100 will give you change in quantity supplied. So it was 20%. So don't get confused. I'll write this also into 100. Gives you 20%. Got it? Now it's going to be like this. So this is how you're going to get many numericals. You can solve them. Let's move forward now. So the other method is, second method is geometric or point method, right? Geometric or point method. Geometric method is used to measure the elasticity of supply of at a given point on the supply curve. That is why it is also known as point method. So what we'll be doing basically is this, that here we are going to draw a curve, and on a supply curve, particular point on a supply curve, on a particular points we are going to measure what? Elasticity of supply, right? So okay. This is your y-axis, this is your x, quantity supplied, and this is your what? Price, right? Suppose we can we want to measure price elasticity of supply at point K. हमको अब क्या करना है? Suppose point K में क्या करना है? Elasticity of supply measure करना है, ठीक है? ये ऐसा ले लो. अब ये क्या है आपका? This is your supply curve, right? This is a point K. So we have to measure what elasticity supply at point K, right? Now we are going to, what we have done is this, we have extended it to this place, right? Point K is indicated that at OP price, quantity is OB. Now this is your OP. अगर ऊपर की तरफ ले ले तो it's going to be what? OP price में, right? At OP price, so quantity supplied was the quantity price, the price of the quantity was OP, and the quantity supplied is OB, right? At point K we have to measure what? Elasticity of supply. So what we are doing, we extended K to this point. Now we can see that at OP price the quantity supplied is how much? OB. Okay, quantity supplied is OB. Now extend supply curve SS downward. हमने downward extend किया है. Now इसको हम क्या नाम दे देंगे? We have extended this. We are giving it a name. What? A. Right? The elasticity supply point on supply curve is measured by formula AB upon OB. So formula we have here is AB upon OB. This is the formula. Basically, this is what the formula. That is the ratio of horizontal segment AB. That is, इसका मतलब क्या है? Ratio of. So what does it mean? This means that ratio of segment horizontal segment AB divided by the quantity supplied OB. Divided by quantity supplied OB at point K. So the formula we are going to use is AB upon OB, right? AB upon OB, AB upon OB. So इसका मतलब क्या है? The ratio, ये क्या है? The ratio of segment AB, जो AB segment है उसका ratio जब divide कर देते हैं उसको quantity supplied OB से, right? Now it is clear that AB is smaller than OB. Now we know that AB is what? Smaller than OB. This AB is smaller than OB. We know AB is smaller than OB. Now we can see it's clearly visible that AB is smaller than OB. You can see this. Therefore, the supply is less unity. Therefore, supply is less unity. It's less than 1. Why? Because your AB part here, the upper part is lower than the lower part. Okay, got it? So AB. So here we are going to say that here we are going to say that at point K, elasticity of supply is going to be less than 1. So you can see it's very simple. So if your AB is less than OB, you are going to have less than 1. Same way, in case if you just talk about one more diagram we can take. In this case, if let's see that you want supply will हम इसी में if I'll show you on this only, अगर this I make a supply curve here, right? So I'm going to extend it this way. I've extended it this way. So what is happening here? Can you see? Now we have taken another curve and we are seeing that this is going from this to this place. So this is going to be a AB and this portion is going to be a, here we would write A. Now in this case your AB is greater than OB. So here elasticity of supply is going to be greater than 1. Greater than 1, you are going to have it's greater than 1. Same way, if we use one more diagram, this is Y, this is 0, this is X, right? So if we just, right, now this is one more diagram, okay? And this saying that point K, calculate what elasticity of supply. Calculate what elasticity of supply at point K. So this is your P, this is your Q. We are going to extend this, right? We are going to extend this this way. This is going to be your A, O origin oblique A, right? You can name it B. Name it B. Now here we can see that AB is what? AB is going to be equal to what? This AB is going to be equal to OB. So here AB is equals to OB. Because both are starting from what? Origin. So here elasticity of supply is equals to 1. So this is what your point method. This is how you use your point method. Right? Student, this is basically your measurement of elasticity of supply. And we are done with this portion. And in the next video, we'll be doing elasticity of supply, factors which affect the elasticity of supply.